What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? This is your boy Shindy on Z. Here we go. I'm giving y'all some gameplay. And also, I kind of want to get into what went down with
Move in and take them out.
the Miami Heat versus Spurs. Game was amazing. The whole series was great. It's now over, where the victor is actually the Miami Heat. Many of you who follow me on Facebook know I've been following them the whole season again, and I was making my summer announcements after the last year of 2012 when I knew we needed those 3-pointers to actually to win that championship, which Mike Miller went off, and he came off very well, went strong for last year finals against OKC. So this time around, LeBron James, he had to pull off those outside shots because Spurs weren't allowing him to come in the paint, especially in Game 7. So, and they was forcing him. You know, him being the best player in the world, they're actually daring him to be like, listen, you know, you're supposed to be the best player in the world. Well, you're gonna have to prove to us that you're the best player in the world. We're forcing you to not come in and do your little drive-in layups or dunks because, you know, Spurs kind of realized, and the coach, you know, realized that LeBron gets hype off. He gets a whole team hype off his layups and off his dunks. Excuse the background noise. You know, still got my family here, my son, my dog, my wife, and I'm doing this commentary while, you know, moved out of my nice basement back upstairs and got my game set up in my living room. And you know, so anyways, back into the game of what went down. So it was crazy, man. It was madness. It was great. This is probably one of the best series you've probably ever seen, because many of you are young, and whoever's around my age, you know, we were young at the time when Michael Jordan was playing. I was probably like, what, 13, 12, 11 years old around that time. But the thing is, this is an amazing series. It's probably one of the best series you've ever seen because it comes down to the wire of Game 7 in a final where it's like, it's like, you know, you don't know who's gonna win because both teams were playing great. This team won one, that team won one. You know, they was going back to back, answering each other every time one lost. So you're looking at one of the greatest series of all time, in my opinion. But another thing is, a lot of people doubt Miami Heat just for the fact that, you know, Bosh was trying, but you know, he wasn't really guaranteed to give you that performance, even though he always tried hard. But also you have Dwayne Wade, who wasn't even 100%. He was always a sometimer, and then when he grabbed the ball, there's times where he just pulled up shots, just throwing them up there randomly and missing. You know, shots that he shouldn't even be throwing up when someone else can do it. But he'll end up missing it. So, and every time you seen Dwayne Wade grab the ball, ran down court, and they just call a timeout. You know, because he was going to go try to do his own thing. Sometimes he was making shots, and a lot of times he wasn't. So, you know, the great thing right now is that, you know, Dwayne Wade did come off well in Game 7. That's when we needed him, and I knew he would definitely pull off and do good because he found his hot spot, outside shot. Same with LeBron was definitely forced to hit outside shots, and just like Game 6, Celtics 2012, and any of you guys watch that Eastern Conference, you know, Finals, LeBron James Game 6 was on fire. That was one of the best and favorite games that I watched with LeBron James. Just consistently destroying outside shots when they had their backs against the wall. And you know, Celtics was, you know, possibly going to knock them out during that time, and I said it's not happening. I actually went to Buffalo Wild Wings to watch that fight, and it was like, you know, there's a lot of Celtics fans in there because where I live is right next to
Friendly
Boston.
UAV
So,
inbound.
you know, a lot of Celtics fans in there, and everybody rooting that, you know, the Heats were out. And I was like, that's not going to happen if these guys don't realize how LeBron James you know, how hard he goes when he got his back up against the wall, knowing that all the pressure and everything, you know, how everybody is going to put the blame on him only, even if his team doesn't perform. If they lose, all the blame goes on LeBron. Like, hands down. That's just what happens. So he's going to have to hog the ball, pull a Michael Jordan, a Kobe, and just hog the ball and, you know, just go off. Because we all know LeBron is an unselfish player, and he loves to pass the ball and things like that. So he doesn't, you know, he's just an unselfish player. It's amazing how he plays. He makes other players shine, and if he want to shine, he can do that. You know, he proved it to you guys in Game 7 where it matters the most. And you know the championship is on the line. So it was amazing, man. I love the series. A lot of props. Hats off to Spurs. They're actually a great team. They did very well. I know many of you was going crazy when y'all saw Duncan miss that layup, which was huge. You know, that layup he makes all the time, and that's what I was like, wow, this dude always makes this layup. Duncan always make that little hook shot, and he didn't make it that time. You know, so against a smaller guy like Shane Battier. But it was great that Shane Battier did come off finally. I always thought that guy was amazing, and somehow he was struggling. He was struggling throughout this series. Just couldn't get any three-pointers off. His defense, he was committing too many fouls, and his defense is usually pretty good too. And he draw a lot of charges. He didn't get any. Spurs already know about that trick, but I think Shane Battier definitely came off pretty big with those three-pointers. They left him wide open. They knew he was struggling a lot, but so they slept on him. You know, as he was wide open, you know, we gotta execute that, man. Those wide open shots needed we needed those shots in. We did miss a lot of shots. I seen that Miami Heat could have been up, you know, far more if we were nailing all the outside shots. But next year, I think there needs to be some team changing. I would say definitely Bosch is like, I think he needs a pay cut for somebody else big and strong, because Bosch is not really a strong center. As you can see how Duncan pushed him out the way. The Celtics is going to come off strong for the next year. So we definitely got to be prepared for that. Beware how the Celtics is going to play. I mean, not Celtics, the Pacers, excuse me. The Pacers are pretty big. And we don't want to take any chances against those guys. So, I mean, overall,
Hercules 1-1 has your target at 200 meters.
Actually,
Good hits.
Big win, job done.
Target's destroyed.
But overall, I know Chicago Bulls is going to come out very strong as well. So you want to keep your eyes open for those two teams. Overall, great series. Congratulations, Miami Heat won. And that was great, man. So there we go, baby. Miami Heat all day.